What's going on, everybody? Welcome into TB Sports 27. It has been a while. It's glad to be back doing full commentary with you guys. We moved into a new place, so that's why there hasn't been as much full commentary. So those of you that have stuck around with us, we appreciate it. Hopefully you guys will enjoy much more content. We've had a lot of content. We just haven't been doing commentary on it due to the move and everything. Encourage everybody to hit the thumbs up. We'll give a couple of moments for some people to jump in. I preface this off the top because we had one very angry comment of someone that didn't realize it's a live streaming channel. So they were wondering why it takes us a moment to get going. Well, it's to allow people to get the notification to jump in and join us here. But we're in a new area. A reminder, we are on call, though I have the on-call phone, so I might have to take a pause if a call comes through. But this is going to be what originally was going to be the conclusion of Forbidden Door. I'm now going to divide Forbidden Door into a 3-part series, technically a 4-part series because the pre-show matches are up on our Patreon page right now. But instead of doing 7 matches right now, I want to knock 4 matches out, and then we're going to bring you the College Football National Championship coming up in a little bit. So giving a couple moments for folks to join in, but a little recap of where we are. This is AEW versus WWE Forbidden Door. Match 9 about to take place. If you want to see the first 3 matches on the kickoff show, the Sunday Night Heat 0 Hour, patreon.com/TBSports27. AEW is up on WWE right now. 4-3 and 1 draw because of the nWo Hulkamania getting a win. Harley Cameron, Willow Nightingale picked up the win in the Women's Tag Team Championship showdown over the Queens of Combat. And then it was Anarchy in the Arena, the Elite, knocking off the Judgment Day to give AEW a 2-0 lead. The Usos would defeat Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland to give WWE their first W of the night. Hangman Adam Page submitted CM Punk in a no-holds-barred match, and we're starting to hear some stuff come out of that maybe CM Punk went into that match injured. We're hearing of, there was a brawl out that happened before. Well, Punk may have gone into this match injured, which may have led to that quick tap out that he suffered at the hands of one of his most hated competitors in Hangman Adam Page. More on that to come. Obviously, we know a situation with Kevin Owens, the WWE owner, CM Punk, all that stuff, but CM Punk did not want to admit may have gone onto that match a little bit of an injury. So WWE goes on their run here. Rhea Ripley knocks off Mercedes Moné. They almost got me there. The ECW champ defeated the TNT champ Mark Briscoe. These matches are all part of part 1 on our YouTube page. And then we had the triple threat tornado tag, the Death Riders, nWo Hulkamania, and nWo Black and White. And it was nWo Hulkamania, not representing AEW, not representing WWE. You see MJF, you see Hollywood Hogan, you see Vince Russo, not affiliated with anybody. That's where your one draw comes from. And then we had the $200,000 Battle Royal won by Kyle Fletcher, which gives AEW a 4-3-1 lead. 4 matches coming your way, and they are all champion versus champion matches. And then we are going to have our triple main event coming up. But let's get this one kicked off with the WWE Women's Champion Michin and the AEW Women's Champion Thekla. Big hello to everyone that is joining us. I see a couple folks joining us in the chat. As always, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you comment along, interact with us, hang out with us. I don't want to say the channel is dying a slow death, but we definitely, we're trying to spice things up with thumbnails and descriptions and things that might get people to click and hang out with us. This is a live stream channel, so I know we're kind of a little different than normal channels that are kind of editing and doing that kind of stuff. But there's so much edited content out there on YouTube. I know there's some folks that just like to hang out during a live stream. That's what we're doing with you. But we're going to try to keep doing as much as we can with commentary, without commentary. However, we may be able to jump on with you. I encourage you guys. It's going to be a big day for TB Sports here. We streamed earlier this morning when I first woke up. I streamed a little bit of MLB The Show And if you guys like home runs, that was an insane game. I encourage you guys to go check out the game we did with the Cubs and the Padres. If you like baseball and you like seeing home runs, absolutely wild. But thumbs up, check us out. As I said, we're going to do the national championship coming up for college football. And we'll probably do the off-season stuff over on Twitch. Do some more Twitch streams coming up. I might play Kana. You guys ever played that game? Pretty fun game. Might do a little stream of that over on Twitch. So, got big things to come up here on the channel, and going to try to jump in and do commentary as much as we can with you guys. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it all the time, as this is not my full-time job. I wish it was, but it's not. And so, with your guys' help, we can certainly get there. We've definitely not been. A lot of people are commenting that that AI is taking down, their channels, and that's kind of what happened to this channel about 6-7 years ago. We haven't been able to get back to where we were. Slowly trying to make that climb back, but let's jump into part 2 of Forbidden Door. It is Michin and Thekla, WWE Women's Champion versus AEW Women's Champion. 4 matches here on part 2. And then our triple main event is going to be coming up in part 3 that we stream with you. We're going to hype it up. We're going to preview it before we get there. So make sure you stick around with TV Sports 27. Meanwhile, the 2 women's champions exchanging blows, and Thekla is going to get the better of Michin. Thekla monkey flip to Michin. Put her right in that Forbidden Door logo, center of the ring. Both of these competitors recently winning their respective championships. It was Michin who cashed in a month ago at SummerSlam, the Money in the Bank, to win her women's championship. And Thekla, just also about a month or 2 ago, would win her AEW Women's Championship. Armbar is locked in, and Thekla gonna fight out the first live stream in the new location. Moved locations in a brand new area. No longer in an apartment. Thank God. Don't have to hear people stomping above the house. It's so nice and quiet here. Hopefully property taxes don't go nuts. We'll see. Irish whip. Thekla hangs on. But Michin, oh my goodness, sends Thekla. That was about a 10-foot fall. And now Michin, 450 splash from the inside of the ring to the outside. Unbelievable. A big one for WWE here to try to tie this one up. It is 4-3 and 1 draw for AEW. 13-match card, but now we're running the risk of it being a tie with nWo Hulkamania getting that victory that they did. The Outsiders, or do you credit the fact that, Hogan is a contracted WWE competitor, MJF technically a contracted AEW superstar? Do you give who picked up the win in that one the point? Or are we going with a draw for right now? Thekla trying to drag Michin away from the ropes, going for the cover here on the WWE Women's Champion, and a kick out from Michin. Ooh, spiked DDT out of the hammerlock. And another power out by Michin. A match that would have been Io Sky versus Thekla if not for the Money in the Bank cash-in. Io Sky not on the card because of the cash-in. We've had a number of releases as well in WWE. We're going to talk about that because coming up next is Jon Moxley versus The Fiend, and that one is officially a Bloodline Rules match, and seems fitting. We talked about leading up to it, the debate of what kind of match that would be, because you knew that The Fiend and Moxley were not going to be able to have a straight singles match. The Fiend, of course, the United States champion, and Jon Moxley, who is the Continental champion. NFL draft is going on, by the way, and the Broncos drafted a tight end. So I'm going to be keeping up with the draft with you guys as well. You guys know I'm a Broncos and Cardinals fan. Cardinals loading up. That was almost a count-out victory, by the way, for Michin. But the North Carolina State tight end, Justin Joyley, and if you guys know, the Broncos have been needing a tight end for a long time. Cardinals getting a lot of hate right now online. Carson Beck drafted, the heir apparent of with Kyler Murray heading to Minnesota, but people not liking the pick. I don't know. I'll take a guy that went to a national championship, but we'll have to see how it all plays out. Thekla sending Michin back in the ring. It's also a lot of hockey playoffs. I got the Minnesota Wild. First time I'm going to be able to sit down and watch one of their games, because the geniuses at the NHL have scheduled, and they've done this the last couple of years, so I should be used to it, but they've scheduled every Minnesota Wild playoff game to start at 10 o'clock at night. And the game 3 went to double overtime, and it ended at about 2 in the morning. So I don't know how you don't do better scheduling for your playoffs, but I'm actually going to get to watch the game coming up in a little bit here. But Thekla right now, I mean, she's just poking the bear at Michin and has gotten Michin fired up now. That was a big mistake by Thekla. You guys know the personality. That's part of who Thekla is, but the arrogance there woke up Michin, and she's going to hit a soul food on Thekla. And is that enough to put away the AEW Women's Champion? It is not.
She's showing incredible resiliency. And you see a perplexed look now for how such impactful offense couldn't gain a pinfall.
I don't know what Michin trying to figure out. Oh, she wasted too much time. I think she wanted to hit one of those 450 splashes, but was having a hard time navigating the ropes, unbelievably. Ooh, stomping down on the shoulders. So 3 big champion versus champion matches, and then we're going to do part 3, which will be the finale of Forbidden Door. And, oh, Thekla, are we about to get the spider walk? Got a modified version of it there. AEW could go up 5-3 with a victory over the WWE Women's Champion. And it's not going to happen on that pinfall attempt. Super kick by Thekla, maybe warming up the audience for when Shawn Michaels and the nWo come out in a little bit to take on FTR, and it's a kick out from the WWE Women's Champ. The fans are getting into this one here at Forbidden Door, and countered by Michin. Drop kick, no, ducked under by Thekla. Shot off into the ropes. Ducks Thekla again. Kicks her in the shin a couple times. Third time got her. And it's going to be a protect your neck. Crack in the neck of Thekla. Center of the ring. Oh, and it's another kick out.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
Michin. Soul food. What has just happened? Wait a minute, what is going on? Not right now. This is the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, Roxanne Perez. These two had been in a heated rivalry over the last couple of months, and to do this on this stage, Roxanne, when you guys already lost the match earlier, oh my goodness, almost a 3 count. I thought the feud was over between Michin and Roxanne. That's not going to make WWE fans very happy, as Roxanne nearly cost us a win there. She still might, but Michin trying to fight through. But the rivalry, Michin-Roxanne, might be continuing. Michin got a couple of enemies, because she's got Rhea Ripley that wants her title back, Io Sky that wants her title back, and now Roxanne Perez. We have a lot of chaos going on right now. The upcoming Bad Blood event, there might be bad blood between these 4 competitors.
Gotta make sure to heed the officials' count. She throws her back in. Rising to her feet, and she's going to be met with something fierce. Oh my God!
Sidestep by Michin. And the arm bar locked in on Thekla. It might be a submission here. No, Michin, let's go. And Thekla with the head scissors takedown. Hammer DDT. And that might give AEW a commanding 5-3 victory here at Forbidden Door. I guess I should say 5-3 lead. We're not even close to being done. We got a lot left in the tank.
I have to imagine things might have been different had this been a fully fair fight, but tonight we only have this. I don't see how you can say the distraction factor didn't play a factor in this one, guys.
Props to them for not letting the distractions get.
All right, up next, Bloodline Rules. If you were joining us live, you just saw a doozy. Yeah, you just saw a big edit there. Hopefully, it's going to be the Continental Champion, Jon Moxley, going up against the United States Champion, The Fiend, in a Bloodline Rules match, which means ideally you're going to see people from the Death Riders and people from the Wyatt Six joining this matchup in a no-holds-barred war. We're going to see if that actually happens. Those of you that were joining us live know what I'm talking about, but in the meantime, here comes The Fiend. The WWE United States Champion.
And this man has to know that it's a Herculean task to survive a Bloodline Rules match.
But not impossible. Hopefully he has deep bonds with his fellow superstars because he needs all the help he can get.
Now, Jon Moxley and Bray Wyatt have had a number of matches back in their heyday, including a pretty intense ambulance match, but I'm pretty sure The Fiend and Jon Moxley never wrestled. Jon Moxley back when he was known as Dean Ambrose. But here comes the Continental Champion. And this part 2 of Forbidden Door Champion versus Champion series of matches here. We still have the Tag Team Champions versus Tag Team Champions and the Intercontinental Champion versus the International Champion. But Continental and U.S. Champion about to go to battle right now. Bloodline Rules, which means anything goes. And you're going to get plenty of outside interference. Again, the first 3 matches of this show up on our Patreon page. AEW is up 5-3-1. 5 for AEW, 3 wins for WWE, and 1 draw, with the outsiders of nWo Hulkamania picking up with a win over nWo Black and White and the Death Riders of Pac and Claudio Castagnoli. Can the Death Riders get their first win of the evening here, as Moxley and The Fiend are going toe-to-toe? Big splash from Moxley onto The Fiend, and Moxley looking for some items here. Here we go. We got a sledgehammer. Maybe a little shade at Triple H there. I don't know.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Moxley lining up The Fiend. Oh, and takes The Fiend right over the top into the floor, but The Fiend is right up, and for him to spook out the leader of the Death Riders is pretty incredible. Oh, The Fiend just crashing down onto Moxley, and now goes running in the elbow. That's gonna hurt.
Miscalculation. Missing a move like that can cost you more than the match.
Looking for something.
Fiend underneath. Singapore Cane in the mix here. Fiend wants Moxley back out on the floor. We got Singapore Cane versus Sledgehammer, and Sledgehammer wins. Continental Champion with the quick cover on the International or the United States champion, rather. Ooh, what a shot to the throat right there. Moxley answering. Good counter by the Fiend. Trading blows here. Oh, yeah. There we go. Standing off here. The Fiend, the United States champion. Jon Moxley, the Continental champion. Moxley getting the better of it right now and is able to take the Fiend down once again. And Moxley remains in control here of this Bloodline Rules battle. Death Riders and the Wyatt Six.
But he can't stop battling. He has to get out of this in a hurry.
Deadly submission locked in as like an STF.
There's the tap.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? This is cursed. This match is completely cursed. We're gonna restart it. We're restarting it. It's completely cursed. The Fiend broke out of it. He broke out, and the match continues. It didn't happen. Those of you that that was here live with us know why this is the most cursed match we have done so far on this show. That the tap out did not happen. The Fiend broke out because we got to get the other people coming in. We're not doing a Bloodline Rules match and having it end before people come out because of this janky submission system in this game. So the Fiend broke free. He put the claw. The match continues. There was no tap out. Use your imagination, folks. There was no submission here as this Bloodline Rules matchup continues here between Jon Moxley and the Fiend. Boy, if that's the end result, though, it's going to be a commanding lead for AEW over WWE. And there's going to be a lot of answers. Obviously, Kevin Owens, who we have not seen since losing to The Undertaker at SummerSlam. Whether the question will be for him, whether it be for Paul Heyman, who's running things in the Kevin Owens absence. But the Fiend, how about a little submission of his own for Moxley here? And get another tap out. Maybe 2 out of 3 falls, huh? Should I edit that part out or not? I don't know. We'll just edit the first part. There's a lot of editing going on. We're going to put YouTube's editor to the task here today, because we are live streaming here. Moxley swinging neck breaker, reverse crossroads, whatever you want to call it. Oh, and for the second time, the Fiend freezes Moxley.
There's always a lot to worry about whenever you sign up for a Bloodline match. Not only are the rules out the
This is the last member of the Shield for the Fiend, didn't he? He wrestled Rollins. He wrestled Roman Reigns, right?
Does decide to make their entrance in the middle of this match. We're never quite sure whose side they're on.
Moxley, steel chair coming in, and the U.S. champion rocking the Continental champion in this Bloodline Rules matchup. Fiend, oh, with the steel chair. The brand new U.S. champion defeating Jacob Fatu for the title in the triple threat steel cage match with Randy Orton. Covered by Moxley.
I suppose you have to take the shot, but it's still too early to wrap up this one just yet.
Ooh, and a nice trip up by the Fiend to get back in control of Moxley, and there's a shot. Ooh, a couple of nice shots with the hammer, and Moxley, though, gonna battle back into it. Nice chop off the ropes. Oh, and he just bowed up. That was all the Fiend bowing up there. And Moxley bouncing right off of the Fiend. Spins him around again and catches him with the gut buster. Yeah, this ain't gonna feel good right now for Moxley. Reversal, oh, and sent out to the floor.
Things are heading ringside now.
But the Fiend continues to counter everything that Moxley has to offer. And Moxley will counter back. Two brawlers here between Jon Moxley and the Fiend. champion versus champion, and we've hit a pivotal moment in Forbidden Door with AEW up 5-3, almost a must-win for the WWE with just a handful of matches to go. AEW can take a commanding lead and put the pressure on WWE with a victory here in this matchup with the nWo and FTR tag team versus tag team champion match coming up in just a couple of moments. And then our main event here of part 2, Cody Rhodes versus Kazuchika Okada, Intercontinental Champion versus International Champion. Pile driver on the floor. And Moxley looking for some new hardware here. And we have not seen any interference just yet, which I'm kind of surprised at, because it feels like we're going a long time without it. But the mandible claw, no, countered by Jon Moxley. And into the steel steps. And Moxley just getting worn out by the Singapore Cane. We got a bunch of folks joining us now for this one. People are getting fired up, and the Fiend goes diving. That time he hits it. He missed earlier, but he hit it that time. And the Fiend pulling out the ladder here in the Bloodline Rules match. Maybe no one's going to come in. I don't know. Maybe there'll be nobody to interfere in this one. I said this match was cursed. Maybe Danhausen was around. Ooh.
The Fiend has clearly frozen the opposition with fear.
Sister Abigail hit onto Moxley. And a kick out.
To the wire. Who's going to give in first?
And nobody is interfering in this thing, so I don't know. We're just going to say this match is forever cursed, because I'm not getting any prompt for any interference. Oh, so we're just going to pretend it's not a Bloodline Rules match, because this is the third time I've done this match, and it's not working for whatever reason. Fiend has Moxley just enjoyed as a hardcore match, huh? The Fiend locks in the claw on Moxley.
Are we about to see a tap out?
He's trying to hold on, but his efforts are looking futile.
He's forced to tap.
And Moxley has passed out. We didn't get that. Was 3 times we did this match. I'm going to edit out the bad ones. Well, here's the people that are supposed to interfere. Nobody interfered. I didn't get any prompt, and the computer didn't do it. It was supposed to be the Wyatt 6, obviously, coming in to interfere, and then on Moxley's side, it was supposed to be Claudio, Pac, and then it was going to be the surprise of Daniel Bryan going back to his Blackpool Combat Club roots to help out AEW, and then it was supposed to be the big surprise was William Regal, because it was supposed to be like a Blackpool Combat Club reunion. Should I try it one more time and just edit all of these out? I don't know. What do you think? Should we try it once more, or just say it's a cursed match? I don't know what I should do. I'm just going to say it's a cursed match. We're just going to move on. You're going to pretend all the interference happened. Tweet 2K. Send them this. Tell them to make a better game. I don't know. I can't control 2K putting out a shoddy product like this. nWo versus FTR. I did not pick a manager to be with the nWo, so I'm surprised that Kevin Nash is coming out because he was already out earlier. But again, this is probably the weirdest this game has acted in a long time. I don't know if there's an update or what, but this game is acting very bizarre today, which is maybe good that we're only doing 4 matches. So we had our Bloodline Rules match that had 0 interference because we never got the prompt. And this match was not supposed to have Kevin Nash. It was supposed to be a straight-up tag team match. But either way, you know, Kevin Nash, he wrestled earlier. The man, he's going to pull double duty because, by God, that's just the man he is. It's a tag team champion versus tag team champion match. The nWo, Shawn Michaels and Nick Nemeth, along with big sexy Kevin Nash, set to go toe-to-toe with FTR and no Stokely Hathaway because he's in another wheelchair somewhere, I think.
Such incredible teamwork they've shown.
Predictions. What do you guys think? If WWE gets the win here, we're tied back up at 5 apiece with the one draw. And then we have just 4 matches remaining after that. One more on this stream. And here comes FTR. Cash Wilder, Crash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, Dash and Dawson, whatever you want to call them. They are FTR. They are not coming out with the AEW Tag Team Championships. Don't know why. I assigned them the tag team titles. They're obviously coming out as a team. But the belts are nowhere to be seen. And as I mentioned, this game is just acting very, very strange today. But it's a 2K game. Full of glitches. What else would you expect? Just pretend we saw the Blackpool Combat Club reunion in the last match with Daniel Bryan and William Regal coming out to help out Jon Moxley, which was the big surprise for everyone. It was supposed to be the Blackpool Combat Club reunion. Pretend you saw that. Pretend you saw FTR come out with the tag team titles. Just pretend you saw everything, because since that first match, everything's gone downhill in this second part stream. Nick Nemeth from the top. And I don't think he got all that one. As Harwood comes in, crucifix. Drops Nick Nemeth on the back of his head. And here comes Cash Wheeler in this tag team champion showdown. Triple main event still to come, part 3 of Forbidden Door. And it might be even more cursed, because the I Quit match, I made all these custom weapons and did everything and made a custom match type, and the whole thing's probably going to be broken. That's why I try not to do too much custom stuff, because it seems like the game cannot handle it. And it's been like that since 2020, which is crazy. We're coming up on, or I guess 2K26 is already out, but anyway, let's just try to enjoy this as much as we can, by God. Wheeler sends Nick Nemeth the hip toss. What a hairy chest that man has in this model. This ooh. Here comes Shawn Michaels. Here comes Harwood. Ooh, and Harwood comes in with the clothesline onto the Heartbreak Kid, but Michaels, little dragon screw leg whip there onto Harwood. FTR, former IWGP Tag Team Champions as well. Getting a little taste of a famous New Japan superstar that came up with the dragon screw leg whip. WWE gets right back into this with a victory here. We'll tie it up at 5 apiece with just 4 matches to go. Will this show end in a draw? It's a 13-match card. It was designed to not end in a draw. Harwood shoots off Michaels and catches him with that brace as well. Keep that in mind, the knee brace to Shawn Michaels. Out a little extra insult to injury, and now comes flying over the top onto Michaels. Tag into Wheeler. Ooh. Michaels, though, rolls up Wheeler into a small package, and Cash Wheeler kicks out and then catches Shawn Michaels right between the eyes here. Michaels tagging back into Nick Nemeth. Nemeth caught. Ooh, what a shot by Wheeler. Referee Charles Robinson might want to put a little count in. We got some 2-on-1 action here, but it wouldn't be an AEW event without the referee not counting the illegal man in the ring out. It seems to happen a lot. Not hating, just that's how it goes. Watch any AEW show. You're going to just see everyone in the ring. Oh my goodness, right to the knee, Cash Wheeler. Big snapmare, that'll jack up the spine. Especially competitors like a Nick Nemeth that's been a pro wrestler for as many years as he has. You know that spine. If any of you guys watch the Hogan 4-part series on Netflix, I encourage all of you guys to do. Those home movies, man, that'll tear at your heartstrings, seeing Hogan and his family in those home movies. But you see what being a pro wrestler can do to your spine. That snapmare onto Nick Nemeth. And Nemeth heading up top. Oh, with the knee right across the throat of Harwood.
And are you kidding me? He's going up again? Take off. Oh,
and he is caught by Harwood, power bombed into the corner. Are you kidding me?
These men knew this match was going to be hard fought.
That was insane.
And into the turnbuckle.
We're at a little double team action here from the AEW Tag Team Champions. No, instead it's going to be, they've both been working over the leg of Nick Nemeth, and the submission on the around the ring post. That was a move that Bret Hart loved to do. You see Shawn Michaels across the way. Of course, they made up, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, and the Heartbreak Foundation were a tag team for a time in our universe mode, former tag team champions. And Shawn Michaels just got cheap shotted by Harwood. Belly to belly on the floor.
Carefully measured knee drop. Butterfly suplex. Look at this, just cranking it out.
And FTR has been in control here of Nick Nemeth the past couple of minutes. Referee's count getting up there. Nemeth, though, fight happening. This is just desperation right now from Nick Nemeth. That is pure desperation. As Nemeth, referee calling to get back in. And he will tag out to Shawn Michaels, who will step back in the ring for the second time, but Harwood comes right in and knocks out HBK. But Michaels, the fresh man with the small package.
We are this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from?
Oh, that's just a solid shot from Shawn Michaels. Oh, we got blood. We have blood in the Tag Team Championship Showdown. Michaels, elbow drop, no. Harwood rolls out. And Harwood locks the abdominal in on Shawn Michaels. Michaels breaks loose and hits a mighty hip toss onto Dax.
Had Michaels scouted there. Crossbody wipes them out.
Yeah, Harwood feeling it. He's going to tag right out, the face full of blood. Oh, and look at this. Of course, you've seen FTR dressed up in the pink before. Bret Hart, and obviously doing the sharpshooter to Shawn Michaels here.
Another one? Well-placed knees to the hamstring.
Reversal by Michaels.
What could be next?
Wearing out Wheeler. Oh, was that a low blow? Referee looking right at it. Apparently not. Referee did not call it. Michaels puts on the brakes. Nice crossbody from Shawn into the cover here.
Quick count after one. It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Shawn. Nice crossbody.
I can hear the band playing already, gentlemen.
He's going to tune up the band. There it is. The game's not letting me get in the ring. What the hell is wrong with this game today? I have not seen this game be so glitchy in a long time. It wouldn't let me get into the ring. Tune up the band again. Why not? Two of them. Oh, and only a 2 count. I switched to Nick Nemeth to get into the ring, and I'm hitting the buttons to get into the ring, and he won't get into the ring. This game is so broken right now. Did they release an update and break this game? What the hell is going on today? Wheeler, who kicked out of 2 Sweet Chin music. Michaels, though, fighting back. Crossbody. And is going to tag in Nick Nemeth. And maybe Nick Nemeth for the nWo is going to put the closing blow. And it's another Sweet Chin music. This time compliments of Nick Nemeth. And the nWo will defeat FTR. And that will tie things up at 5-5 as WWE picks up 2 straight wins with just 4 matches to go. 5-5, 1 draw, and the nWo has defeated FTR. And this game needs it. We're about to go into our main event of this part 2 of Forbidden Door. But this game has been a glitchy mess. I don't know what the hell is going on tonight. But as a reminder, the coming up, and once again, these are not who I picked to be the managers. I picked Don Callis and I picked Kyle Fletcher. I guess I don't know, it doesn't matter. I picked Fletcher and Callis. On the other side, I picked Jack Perry and Cody Rhodes and not Jimmy Uso. So the game's just doing whatever it wants. You know what? I'm just going to watch this one play out because this game has been so messy and glitchy. I don't know what is happening right now. This is the glitchiest that I've seen this game in a long, long, long time. So anyway, part 3 coming up. It's our triple main event. I don't know when we're going to do it. Hopefully soon. Hopefully one weekend. You're seeing Evolution Legacy come out. One half of the Usos, Jack Perry, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. Of course, the Intercontinental Champion, Cody Rhodes. And this is Intercontinental Champion versus International Champ. We're going to see if Okada actually comes out with the title or if the game glitches further. But, yeah, this is our triple main event is coming up in part 3. If you guys want it to just happen quicker, I'll do it without commentary. If you guys want there to be commentary, it might have to be one of the weekends coming up. Stay tuned. Or maybe during the week. I might have some time because it's only going to be 3 matches. But our triple main event, it's going to be The Rock versus Darby Allin in the I Quit match. It's going to be Sting versus The Undertaker. And it's going to be AEW Champion Samoa Joe. And I know we've gone through probably 3 AEW champions since then. But it's going to be AEW Champion Samoa Joe versus Gunther. Because we've already had all the matches planned out. And yes, Okada does have the title with him. The International Champion, Kazuchika Okada, along with Don Callis. Pretend that Kyle Fletcher, Proto Okada, is out there with him supporting. This is not the first time Okada and Cody have mixed up. They did it in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Although I believe that one was on American soil. But we're going to see it here to see who will take the lead going into part 3. Will it be AEW? Will it be WWE? International champion Kazuchika Okada, along with Don Callis, going up against Intercontinental champion Cody Rhodes. And here we go. International versus Intercontinental. The final match of this stream before we hit our triple main event. And I am going to stream coming up our national championship game, part of the Tennessee Volunteers College Football. What a run we had with Fianu Starr, the true freshman quarterback. Threw him in, ended up getting to the second round of the college football playoffs, and hopefully the future is bright with that young man. We're going to see how the national championship plays out. And look at Cody Rhodes, but we're not here for football talk. You guys want pro wrestling talk, and that's what we're going to get right here on this stream on what has been a very bizarre stream. Stuff that I'm going to try to edit out, but a stream that, well, you're going to see it for a while, because I think the stream has to be edited or has to be processed before I can make edits, so you're probably going to see that for a little bit. But we had movers come in or delivery furniture people come in hours before they were supposed to. Matches, Bloodline Rules matches that the game never prompted any interference. Bloodline Rules matches where people that were not allies of certain superstars came in. It was a very chaotic stream, but we are finally concluding here at this part. Oh, a little Dusty Rhodes from the American Nightmare and the Japanese Nightmare. Kazuchika Okada coming in with the DDT onto Cody Rhodes, and now just hammering away at Cody. The midsection here. Pedigree by Cody Rhodes. Cody might be looking to put this one away quickly. Crossroads to Okada. And that is going to do it. This was an extremely cursed episode. And I let the computer do that one. And in about record time, Cody Rhodes, no problem, will give WWE a lead going into part number 3, our triple main event. I don't know if folks would have believed that one. We've had a couple matches that went quick. And Cody Rhodes, no problem to Kazuchika Okada. WWE 6, AEW 5, 3 matches to go. We'll see you in part 3 for Forbidden Door, but stay tuned. National Championship coming your way next on TV Sports.